So the one thing I can tell you is they're not going to be like us. These things that we're building are not going to be people. And these things that we're summoning into the world now are not demons, but they're not good, they're not evil. The same way that you don't care about an ant is the same way they're not going to care about you. There are entities that are not going to be aligned with what we want.
There's a plan and a scheme to merge man with machines, to reprogram our genes, to replace human beings with something obscene, a transhuman dream, a self-aware robot that can't be redeemed, a puppet on strings with programmable brains, a mixture of iron and clay in its veins, the Amigo Man seed with nanotechnologies, and demo the mark of the beast artificially, bypass the boundaries of death and biology, instantly stop all decay, reverse entropy, quantum computer control powered memories, customized bionic babies in factories, born with androgynous genderless pedigrees, grown with no souls, without an identity, molded identically, all grown synthetically, alchemically, merging their minds with technology, entranced and enthralled, a chance to evolve, a trance that has captured, enchanted them all, a plan that involves transcending the fall, transhumanist movement, translucent cabal, entranced and enthralled, a chance to evolve, a trance that has captured, enchanted them all, a plan that involves transcending the fall, transhumanist movement, translucent cabal, like a morbid assortment of Frankenstein forces, control rigor mortis and zombified corpses, distortions like hybridized flesh-covered cyborgs, assortments of warlocks and sorcerers, shaman imposters who summon up automaton monsters, homunculus minions, mechanical demons. Long ago are their wands and their rattles and chants, or their voodoo-like trances and drumming and dancing. Advanced are the hijinks and latest contraptions with gadgets and gizmos to sync their distractions, adapting to tap into unmapped dimensions, to overlap quantum and tangled connections, bizarre spooky action controlled from a distance, like visitors come to assist us. There is no resistance and no one's suspicious. They're wicked and twisted magicians and their mission is endless, entranced and enthralled, a chance to evolve, a trance that has captured, enchanted them all, a plan that involves transcending the fall, transhumanist movement, translucent cabal, entranced and enthralled, a chance to evolve, a trance that has captured, enchanted them all, a plan that involves transcending the fall, transhumanist movement, translucent cabal.
This transition is really massively important for our entire species to navigate, and nobody is paying attention. This thing is happening in the background, and underneath it all is this rising tsunami that, if we're not careful, is going to wipe us all out.
Hello guys, so it looks like I've got my Discord showing. Let me, not that it matters, but I'm going to go to Safari because I want to talk to you guys about a few things before we get started. Specifically, how to get out of your W-2 job. And it was kind of funny because Doc and I were talking about the W-2 today and joking that these W-2 jobs where you get paid hourly linear wage job, currency. What does linear wage mean? It means you can only make so much an hour and you can never make more than that. But at these linear wage jobs, let me make sure I have the right mic on too. Gosh, I do. Okay, good. At these linear wage jobs, you can only earn so much an hour, right? And no more than that. And that means you can, only make a linear wage. So anyway, that being said, these things that we do with the cryptocurrency and with the 7K metals, gold, precious metals, gold and silver, is specifically in order to get away from the W-2. And we're talking about that if you had a W-2 job that they were giving paid time off to go get your vaccine. Like, how cool is that? Paid time off to go get your vaccine. Yay, right? So nobody wants a vaccine. None of us wants a vaccine. And we don't need paid time off because we earn money while we're awake. Oh, that's right. It was free donuts. Yes, for a year. Free donuts for a year. You were going to get, we're totally healthy. Very, very healthy. Free donuts. And they'll pay you to go get your vaccination. So very not cool. and not something we want to be a part of. So this cryptocurrency business, which Doc and Angel Marie would be happy to tell you about, because they both have wrenches and they can drop their links if they want to. They can tell you all about that, and I think it's worth getting into at least one or if not both. We've got cryptocurrency, we've got precious metals. You can buy right now a 100-ounce silver bar for only $2,943. Also, by the way, I will probably have some silver eagles to sell, maybe up to about 60 of them, because we got to fund the school that my kids are going to, which is worth it. And it's a very great, small, private Christian school that teaches off the Abeka program, which is what I was homeschooling with. So yes, Krispy Kreme was offering free donuts for a year if you get your vax, and very unhealthy. And also your W-2 jobs were paying paid time off. But we got a different job for you. Cryptocurrency or precious metals, I think, would be more up anyone's alley than having some linear wage job that you can only make so much an hour. It doesn't matter how much more you work or if you're a hard worker. And you guys, I was a hard worker in the W-2 world. I was a really hard worker, and yet it didn't really pay off because I was still expendable, and it didn't make any more money being that hard of a worker, which is kind of sad, right? Like, you didn't make any more money working as hard as I did, and all I did was basically still be expendable. So these are what's called multi-level marketing businesses if you want them to be, or you can just buy your cryptocurrency and your precious metals. Now I've gone through the presentation before, but basically I'm not going to go through the whole thing tonight. This coin is a stable coin. It's not going to do like Bitcoin, but it's already on the market for 50 to 60 cents a coin, and we're buying it at 22 cents. So that's what this 22 cents thing is here. It says current value 22 cents. When I started, it was 20. This percentage that you see here at 34.52, every time that goes up to 99.9, that means it's going to go up another penny, and it's going to be 23 cents a coin soon. It doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're buying in $500 or $1,000 or $2,000 or $10,000, you're going to get less coins at 23 cents than at 22. So it is kind of time dependent. Good idea to just jump on right now. I've been telling people for years when it came to gold and silver, well, they're like, I don't really understand it. Is it money? How do I sell it? How do I blah, blah, blah? Because people are so worried about dollars. But it was just fine. But I'd say earn while you learn. Get started. And that's kind of how you learn things. That's how I figured out how I'm getting paid. I was like, I don't really understand all these ways I'm getting paid. And then I saw, I'm not logged in. And I'm like, well, then I saw how I was getting paid, and I was like, oh, that makes sense now. So once I saw how I signed people up and how I was getting paid, this gave me there's 6 ways to get paid. This shows me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, because I guess the affiliate one probably doesn't include me yet, or it's not started yet, but there's 6 ways to get paid. And I'm like, oh, I got paid with this one. I got paid with this one. Oh, I got paid with this one down here. Okay, I got paid with this one. I got paid with this one. Then that's how I started to understand how I was getting paid. I just got in on it. Just like Doc got in on it. Just like Marie got in on it. So learn while you earn. Same with 7K metals. And by the way, you'll notice that my Sound Money wallet looks very different today. Before, I had a lot of silver and a lot of gold. And what I did is I had them shipped to me. If you guys don't know, when you use the Sound Money wallet, everybody thinks it's digital. And how can I trust that they got my gold and silver in a vault? Well, you don't have to, because what's happened is I ordered it to be shipped physically to me, and I said, I want my stuff. Send me my physical, and they did. So I ordered all my physical stuff, and they actually shipped it together, the gold and the silver, which I'll be getting tomorrow, shipped physically to my house, requiring a signature. The cost of the shipping and the signature required were covered with my Sound Money wallet, and they even refunded me some because they shipped them together rather than separately, and they were able to see that I ordered it all at once, and so they refunded some of my shipping costs. So it's not digital wallet. It is an actual physical gold and silver vault that they're putting your gold and silver in, and when you're ready to have it, you can have it. Now you can see I still have some cash in here, which I may cash back to just regular cash, or I may just keep in here indefinitely. I don't know. Or I might put more in. But this is the way that I have been able to save up a lot of gold and silver that I couldn't have saved up before by just buying it from the products page, because I just wouldn't have pulled the trigger like I did. So it does work that you can order through your Sound Money wallet as many gold and silver eagles as you want, and then you can say ship to me by clicking transfer and have them shipped to you. They will ship them. I'm getting them tomorrow. If you have to see video, I'll show you video. Okay, I wanted to go over some other things with you guys, that only because it was just funny to me and also pertinent. The funny one is California Theme Park group wants you to stop screaming on roller coasters. And this is hilarious to me because I don't really understand how we've gotten here, but we've gotten to a place where they're going to open the theme parks, but you can't scream, you guys. You cannot scream. You're going to have to just enjoy yourself in a quiet fashion. You have to sit there all nice and quiet with your mask on, because, by the way, I'm pretty sure that if you screamed, you'd probably do something horrible like get your spittle and your COVID somehow behind you to the guy behind you. And look at this guy's little tiny itty bitty mask that like barely covers his face, and then this guy with this huge mask. But screaming can increase, obviously, the spread of this COVID fake virus. So you don't want to scream anymore. You don't want to scream for any reason. I mean, if you think like somebody's jumping out from behind a wall or something, don't scream, because it's just, you can't do it. And I got this article from Canary Cry News Talk because I love those guys. I was laughing because they said they would have people shushing you along the way, but no, shushing would probably spread it. So they're going to have robots shushing you along the way. No screaming. And that's a Clown World article that I thought you guys would enjoy. I wanted to show you this one because my thought when I heard this was, how did they even think to do something like this? Well, they thought to do something like this because they want to do something like this. They want to inject you with hormones that you don't need. So injecting men with the female hormone progesterone could reduce the severity of their COVID-19, study claims. Experts recruited 40 male patients who had been hospitalized with COVID-19, and half were treated with a 5-day course of progesterone injections. If you're not familiar, that's a female hormone. It is a female hormone. Apparently, I can't close out all these 500 ads of the same thing. It is a female hormone. Why would they even think to inject you with a female hormone? Why? Why even bother? Hi, Karen. Hi, Karen. Anyway, why would they bother to inject you with this? But how would they even know? Why would they say, oh, I wonder if the progesterone's a good idea? Maybe progesterone's good. I think progesterone was somehow, they don't say that in the article, so I'm not going to even bother reading it. They're just saying they took these people, shoved progesterone with them, and found that their responses to the cytokine storms was better somehow. And how they would even think that progesterone might be good for that, they don't say. And it's just another clown world. So, yeah, how to make your men more womanly, more feminine, less manly. Yeah, there you go. So shove up some progesterone in them. This is a good article, not to read so much as to just notice that Trump is returning to social media with his own platform in 2 to 3 months. And my thought was, that's not going to work because he's going to be on the World Wide Web and they're going to still be able to take him down. But it turns out that it's very possible that he might be using a new platform like Unstoppable Domains, although I don't believe it's Unstoppable Domains. But if you're not aware, Unstoppable Domains works on blockchain technology in order to not be taken down by the WWW World Wide Web. And so he may very well be building on some kind of blockchain technology or something different so as not to be taken down like Parler was. But if you ask me, it's going to be another echo chamber. But I think we're going to find that we're going to have this split internet if he's able to create, and apparently he's going to be able to create this to where you can use it too. You can, if you're a church or you're a right-wing group or, I don't know, anybody that's not left, I suppose, anywhere that's right to the right of left would be able to use this platform. So, yes, we must keep abreast of this, Marie. This progesterone injection is very, very good. And anyway, so if he's going to create a platform that's outside of the World Wide Web, that's what I've been telling you guys when it comes to Unstoppable Domains. You can buy domains and you can build a website on there. I don't know how to build a website, But I highly recommend that if we know anyone that does, that we get help, because we need to build our websites on unstoppable domains. I've bought 2 domains so far because I know that I will find somebody, or I will learn myself in the future possibly how to do this kind of website building, so that we have a place to send people that they can't take down, that they will never take down. And I'm not saying that we'll be taken down. I mean, maybe my YouTube will, but if I created a website, I can't say that it would be taken down for sure from the World Wide Web, but at least with blockchain technology, I wouldn't have to worry. Well, this blockchain technology goes along with cryptocurrency technology. This is what cryptocurrency uses, is blockchain. So this is related to everything that I've talked about. And I've been talking about Unstoppable for much longer than I've talked about cryptocurrency. In fact, it's the reason I said I need to probably look into cryptocurrency, because here I am pushing blockchain technology, but I'm telling people no crypto. Okay, and this makes this part very, very relevant. No internet? No problem. How to send Bitcoin by amateur radio. You guys, if you are not part of the Discord, please join. We talk about ham radio stuff all the time, and this was crazy. I happened to be in the Canary Cry News live chat when they went over this article, and it was very interesting because before they went over this article, we were all talking about ham radio, and people were trying to tell me ham radio is a really bad idea, that I couldn't give myself away any easier than ham radio. And I said, oh, unlike your phone? But it was just within the chat. I wasn't Basil or Gons that were talking to me, of course. This is just in the chat. And somebody was saying, well, I'm interested in ham radio. Can I message you? I'm like, yeah, email me. Here's my email. Here's where you find me. Because we do a lot. Hi, Typical. Welcome. We do a lot of talk about ham radio stuff. Marie has dropped information on how to get your license and train for it as well. It teaches you how to use the radio. It teaches you how to test for your license. And then I think you can test for your license straight from that website. If I'm wrong, Angel, you let me know. But go to the Discord channel for the link I just dropped, you guys, and join, because this is what we talk about. We talk about these kinds of things, and if you can start using cryptocurrency over ham radio and amateur radio types of things, that's something to know. Now, I don't know if they really did this, but it says send Bitcoin by radio and circumvent the network censorship in an age where governments are trigger happy at censoring or shutting down networks. It is reassuring to know that Bitcoin, or any cryptocurrency, you guys, hi Timothy, can operate sans internet. What that means without the internet, if you're not sure. That means without the internet, these persons, people, have sent cryptocurrency with ham radio. This is a big deal, and I couldn't believe that while people were arguing with me that ham radio was a terrible idea, that this article is what they came up with in that very same show, and it just made me feel very good to know that we are doing the right thing by learning our ham radios, by getting our license, all that stuff. I do have a family license, so I can radio with my family up to a higher mileage, I think up to 10 miles away, and I don't have to use a code or a ham license number, whatever it is, I forget. But anyway, let me skip down. Bitcoin over airwaves. 2014 saw the earliest mentions of Bitcoin sent via the airwaves. Ham radio coin was one of the early vanity altcoins geared at the ham radio industry. While it wasn't entirely clear why said niche industry needed a dedicated currency, its current $794 market cap, unchanged since May 2017, adds to the crypto's rich historical arsenal of questionable coins. But the idea of marrying Marconi and Satoshi was bound to lead to more useful experiments. A step in the right direction saw Finnish company Virtus Valuuta propose the creation of a P2P half-duplex CB ham radio cryptocurrency. Also in Finland, Crypto Radio partnered with a national broadcaster to pilot a cryptocurrency data transmission system that broadcasts Bitcoin transactions, blocks, and currency exchange via data via national DVB-T television networks in real time. Hold on just a second. I have an interruption.
Yeah, but I'm going to Tiffany's and I want to ride my bike there.
Okay. Anyway, hold on, guys. I've got a demand here that apparently supersedes anything I'm doing. I've got to get a bike out. And you're going to have to get it outside by yourself. Here, you're going to have to get it outside. There you go. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Love you.
Love you too. Oh, that was fun. Thanks for your patience, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. Okay. Got the bike out the door. All right, hang on. Okay, so the importance here is the fact that we don't need internet to do this. It gets into kind of some of the history of this, how they decided to do it, probably even talks about how they did it. I'll just copy and paste this because one thing I really don't like to do is read an entire article. There is some things to be said about it, though, that they have been able to do this. It's not going to be easy. It says how to send it by radio. They kind of go over it. As Novak Patterson have illustrated, you don't need to overload. You don't need to overload on gear or make space for satellite storage in your backyard to send Bitcoin by air. Accompanying an SDR ham on this quest was nothing more than a 40 M7 megahertz antenna and the JS8 call application. It's a lot of Greek to me right now, but I'm going to learn. While the setup seems simple enough, Google ham radios for beginners for a primer. I wouldn't say Google, but whatever. In practice, this is probably not something you'll dive into unless you're just messing around or in real life stuff gets real. Again, that is why we'd want to learn. That's why we need to get serious about it and learn and dive into learning these things. So in truth, there are restrictions aplenty when it comes to sending Bitcoin by radio. First off, legalities to stay on the right side of the law. Some countries require you to be a licensed ham radio operator, and even then, you're unable to send any encrypted messages or use the airwaves for commercial purposes unless so licensed. At this point, it's not yet clear which governmental task force will join the SEC and co. in clamping down on illegal apocalyptic Bitcoin via radio transactions. So for now, anyone could get away with it, and based on the fact that if you have a ham radio license, I don't know if you need a license in the U.S. I would guess maybe, and I know that some states won't let you put the satellite repeaters or things like that in your yard. I'm not exactly sure all the legalities of that, so you'd have to look into your own state. They talk about prepping for it to be a viable solution in an actual nail bite situation. Sender and receiver would have to have it set up all in advance. So you can't just send it, you have to have somebody to receive it. And they were able to execute their experiment by communicating and collaborating in lieu of the transfer using a brain wallet. The brain wallet, which is simply storing your mnemonic recovery phrase in your brain, is not to be confused with the recent more nefarious version, the death wallet, popularized by CEO Gerald Cotton, who took the keys to Quadriga's crypto kingdom to his grave. Apparently stole a lot of Bitcoin from people. So thus, if you're going to use this as a backup plan for when stuff hits the fan, you'd better secure a right-hand woe man and a foolproof project management blueprint while things are still web-friendly. If this process seems as though it walked off the pages of a James Bond novel, yes, it's decidedly more involved than a mere intra-wallet send-off. However, if you're gung-ho on testing out alternative Bitcoin transports, don't let the naysayers stop you. Yours might well be the next proof of concept the interweb is looking for. So I think this is very, very doable. If they can do it, if they really did it, I think it's something for us to consider, and why radio wave transmission might be necessary. We tend to associate worst case scenarios in which the main character has nothing but a walkie-talkie and an old ham lying around. Yet for unstable regimes like Zimbabwe and Venezuela, internet blackouts were how 2019 got its start. In reality, network censorship is an all too common control tool for many governments around the world. India leads the pack with 288 shutdowns between 2012 and 2019, with 134 instances in 2018 alone. And it could happen to us. So it's something to very much consider. Join the Discord. We talk about ham radio stuff. I'm not saying I can tell you how to do this, but what I am saying is, I gotta delete this. I was trying to put in the Discord link. I already dropped the article. I guess I could drop it again. There, I dropped it again. But if you join the Discord, we very much have these discussions. We could get into how to do some of these things if we put our brains together and really go for it. So anyway, I feel like there was one more thing I might have wanted to say, or maybe I got it. Bitcoin might have been invented on the internet for the internet, but it can straddle both the digital and analog worlds. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin walk the line between money under the mattress and cash in the bank. As these trailblazers show, Bitcoin can straddle those worlds not only functionally, but also technically. And I would think that'd be any cryptocurrency, not just Bitcoin. They're just talking Bitcoin because that's what they tried. Okay, so thanks to the efforts of the pioneers profiled here, crypto has shown it can survive even in the most challenging environments. So this is why we are in the business of cryptocurrency, and we are also in the business of gold and silver. We do both here. I don't buy ugly things like this guy, but Anubis gross, but you don't have to, right? You can buy just silver eagles, gold eagles, and cryptocurrency. That is the business we are in. Join the Discord. I've put the link up there right after the link for this article. And because we want people to get gold and silver in their hands, one thing that we do is we raffle. And that raffle is important because it gets gold and silver into people's hands that might not have it or that just want more of it. And this is a fun thing to do. I've got 2 ounces right here, each a flag bar. This is 2 different flag bars, and I did a front and back side to side to show that 2 ounces are actually being won on this. And we've got here Jackie and Crystal and Kenny, Justin, and Mr. New York. So that is who is in on this raffle. And we're going to do a quick raffle for them because we care about them and love them and want them to see them win. So here we go, drum roll. I don't have a drum roll sound effect, and I should get one, but I do have sound effects, and so one of them will probably be good. Here we go. That's fun. Oh, that's supposed to be for when I'm done. All right, hold on. Here we go. Out of 10, not out of 100. Let's generate a result. Number 10, and that is, let me change screens here. That is Kenny. Congratulations, Kenny. You've won. Let's try that sound effect again. Very, very good. Congrats to you, Kenny. And thank you for being a part of the raffle. Thank you for being a part of the show, you guys. I hope that if you're not in the Discord, you'll at least consider emailing me at ladyliberty@countermail.com if you want help getting started with crypto and or gold and silver. I think it's not a bad idea to get in on both. Now is the time. Don't wait. The price of the coin is going up. Same with gold and silver. The price of the coins are going to keep going up. You want to get it while it's down in case you do want to break back into the currency realm, or you need to pay for something like I do with my girls' school or whatever. It is a good idea to start now, though. The best first step in getting yourself self-sufficient might be buying seeds and some guns and ammo, but it's also getting your currency back into real money. So with that, you guys, I love you all, and I hope you have a super blessed night. That's all there is for tonight. On Thursday, it's me and Ark. We're going to be going over the old newspaper stories, which I think you're going to really want to get into because we're going to be talking about how they made you mask up for the Spanish flu. And we've got the proof to prove it. The proof to prove it. All right. Peace and love, guys. See you Thursday. Same bat time, same bat channel. Okay, a little earlier. It'll be at 6 p.m. We were 6:15. Good night.
Yeah, Destiny Lab, a little blast from the past. BTY, Brandon Thomas in the house. Want you to dance to this music. Come on and praise his name, but at the same time move it. Don't think about it, just do it. Come on and feel the beat from head to feet. Move it. Grab the rhythm and use it. Come on and dance to the beat and step into it now. Move it. Go with my God with your movements. Come on and move, everybody move, everybody move it.
You wanna feel good, then get wise. Pray for the water in his hands to baptize. If you get the boy and don't wanna give it up, let me pour you the truth so you can drink it up. Taste what your heart and soul have been missing. See what your eyes can do with new vision. You can see the glory of all and get yourself saved. Never too late to start thinking the right way. I'm on a rope because the touch is so gracious. Many never even place a thought on what he gave us. But don't delay if you're caught on the fence now. Jump to the side of the bright and get the know-how. And watch the sparks fly in your flashing marsh pits. Destiny Lab taking all your ears hostage. We are fired up, let the torch burn for the Lord, oh Lord, you got us through this dark world war. You try to battle us, believe you in us, bro. Parable spiritual blessing manifest and test souls. Just like the nitrous injector glow. Blast flows, we cast modes like we're already national. Pass the micro, let me come on in. Breaking obstacles, for bumps called sin. One step closer and the day will come. Heavenly family united as one. We rip the beats and script the hits with passion. Destiny Lab, counterattack the dark reaction. For the souls that are in need of the spiritual. Take your last chance, listen to this material.
Want you to dance to this music. Come on and praise his name and at the same time move it. Don't think about it, just do it. Come on and feel the beat from head to feet. Move it. Grab the rhythm and use it. Come on and dance to this beat and step into it now. Move it. Glorify God with your movements. Come on and move, everybody move, everybody move it. Snares and traps, I speak raps controversial. Universal truths, use the word is my arsenal. Sword and truth, I'm a soldier. Paper pages, crush boulders, drag you in the corner. No excuse, so you smolder. You steaming mad cause I'm exposed, a little demon on your shoulder. Folded arms with your nose in the air, like you don't care, but deep inside you know you're full of despair. Thought no one knew about the walls you built around you years ago. Now they crack and crumble like a Jericho. First trumpet call, cracks appear to cover y'all. Facade exposed from head to toes as the boulders fall. Now you're naked like a baby, exposed for who you are. Look in the mirror, show your scars. No more skeletons and closets, secrets under surfaces. Search the universe to find its purposes. Want you to dance to this music. Come on and praise his name and at the same time move it. Don't think about it, just do